So that's who they are. They are using COVID-19 to try to exterminate their victims. They watch what I'm trying to buy, they rule me down so I don't purchase it, and then I try to get back to it a week later. It happened before, but this is really detrimental. And no, they're not confused that it can cause an exposure. I go to the places, if I go to a place where people are watching me, I immediately have an oops. And a semi, not necessarily an exposure, but could lead to an exposure. Takes place. Something just happened again. God can protect us if He can protect us. If you wonder why God can't move, it's because your agents, federal, state, and local, and their private sector cronies, are causing God not to be able to protect us. I watched in the beginning, every time they did that to me, you all had some sort of trouble containing COVID-19. Now, I didn't want to have to say this. God didn't want me to have to say this. But obviously, you want me to say this. And of course, it's always crazy. It's not foreign agents even though they're watching. They can't get in if you don't sell out like the piece of shit you are. But meanwhile, you'll get a medal for sitting in that fucking airtight room cursing off the country. Or walking around in your FBI gas mask. I'm very well. The only reason I can't do more work than I can is because of them. And they're listening on my devices, they're listening on my phone calls, crafting the whole thing to fit what they want, but not what they want. It's like these idiots addicted to the market. Open the country up. Well, what are you going to do when we open the country up? You're not going outside, right? You want somebody else to die for your stocks. This nation's still not attained. It still has not attained the right to exist based upon the standard that exists on this planet. Now, I have a nice audio system over there, but I can't get to it yet. You're willing it down. Satan's here. COVID-19 is an army of demons. Everything they will has a higher power of will, but of an anti-power nature. They'll tell you, well, he made his own bed, let him lie, and he made his own enemies. Bullshit! And I'm not the only one. You got cops dying out there because some other cop fucked him off. And I'd say part of my French, but I'm not, because that's the language they use. You got U.S. citizens walking out there in a daze in a mine so they can contract COVID and give it to another 1,000 people that might come past me or you. Carry out the will and the death sentence of the government employees, federal, state, and local. Take the deep state moniker and shove it. It's employees, period. And their bosses, which includes private sector bosses. That's why people are dying. No other reason. There's no other anti-power. Quit lying to yourselves. And it does include churches. It does include churches. But I think some of the churches are changing at this point. They smelled blood. I got sick. I was inside sick. Every time I came out, their piece of shit, communist garbage were out there chasing me around. I know who they are. They drive the cars I look at online to buy and think it's funny to make it difficult for me to buy the car. They create mass shooters. Face it! Your churches were shot because you got criminals that are psychological operators running around Texas playing God instead of worshiping God. This nation is not going to last, even if it beats COVID-19. I'll tell you that. It's a piece of shit. Your response was garbage. You don't got people who can think and move in government. You got people who can invest in the market. God is not mocked. Praise God in all that you do.